Good afternoon, guys. It's working. Bringing you a quick update on EOS. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're looking at EOS to the US dollar. This is the 4-hour chart on Bitfinex, guys. And EOS looks to have had a rather healthy correction, at least in my opinion, as of right now. I don't know what the future is going to bring yet, guys, but right now it does look like a healthy correction. Price came up. Didn't quite get as high as I was hoping it would to complete that primary wave 3. Remember, just to recap from yesterday, guys, I am looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd be up for the fifth wave here very soon if this is in fact the case. Now, looking at this from subwave point of view, guys, I'm counting this as my subwave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me get rid of this primary wave here so it's not all cluttered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a very shortened fifth wave. If I showed you my update from yesterday, this was the chart from yesterday, guys. I was telling you this is what I was expecting. My subwave 3 hit almost perfectly. I believe I called for a subwave 3 to hit somewhere around 610. We come over here. This subwave 3 actually did hit at about 606, so I missed it by about 4 cents. Where I was off was I was expecting a much longer fifth wave here, and we got a very truncated looking fifth wave here, a very shortened, I should say, shortened fifth wave here. I was expecting it to come up as high as about 675 if we look at yesterday's chart, and then ended up getting cut short at about 650. So I was about or 651, so I was about 24 cents shy off their fifth wave. But what I do like about this, again, looking at the hourly here, is we have a very technical looking ABC correction. So it didn't just dump. It did, just like I said, a perfect textbook ABC, and it looks like now we're up for our subwave 1 of our larger fifth wave. If that is in fact a correct count, what can we expect? Well, again, if that is in fact a correct count, we're looking at something like targeting a 1-to-1. I would expect it to hit somewhere around, if that's right, maybe around 770, 773, somewhere thereabouts for our primary wave 5. Again, that's a big if though, guys. One of the things that I'm a little bit concerned with is prices been unable to break out of this $6 range yet. I need to see it break above $6. If we come in here and look at the daily, the other thing we need to see, guys, is we need to see this daily candle rise above the close of yesterday's candle, which is about 6.13. It's got to get above here if we are to remain bullish. Yesterday's candle, while it did close bullish, we have this very long wick, which is a very bearish indication, a very strong rejection. Now, we know that we had a perfect ABC correction, so it could have just been indicating that. It didn't close as a massive shooting star or anything like that, guys, so we didn't have some obvious indication of a reversal. However, that could still be a reversal, and it really depends on how today's candle does close, guys. We did have almost a double bottom here with both these candles wicking down, not quite, but almost, bouncing back up. So I need to see this candle rise above, at least close above yesterday's close at about 613. We have to close above 613, and ideally we need to get above this wick here, which is about 6.51, up above this wick, 650, 651. If that does happen, if we can at least close above this candle, guys, I will remain short-term bullish. If that happens, and that's a big if. So let's wait and see how this ends up playing out. I do like the fact, well, I love the fact that price came down. What was resistance acted as support. So we had a bounce, at least on the body, right at the top of this 580, where it wicked down into it and then immediately was rejected. So again, guys, this is acting as strong support. This zone back in here is acting as strong support. It's a very bullish indication. And I'd like to see, as I said, we need to get above $6 here. If we can get above $6, if it comes back up, comes back and retests it, and $6 acts as a strong support, again, that would be a very, very bullish looking sign, guys. Looking at the 4-hour, it looks like, again, the histogram starting to trend into bearish territory. Let's see if it does continue to do that or if it kind of reverses course. If we look at the histogram on the daily, histogram seems to be kind of topping out here, possibly showing signs of at least going sideways, possibly reversing. Let's wait and see how that plays out. MACD and signal line still booming up, but kind of starting to curve over. So again, let's wait and see how that ends up playing out, guys. Looking at the stock RSI on the daily, we're overbought, suggesting a possible correction here in the short term. Again, we have to watch that very closely. We know the stock RSI can remain overbought for a very long period of time. The RSI is only sitting at about 52, so it still has plenty of room to rise. So I'm not as concerned with the stock RSI at all, actually. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that price came above or came below the 200-day moving average, and then it quickly moved right back up. That's a bullish sign. If we can stay above the 200-day moving average, and if we can close above the 8-day EMA, that's going to be a very bullish sign as well, guys. Looking at the daily, price is well extended above the outer Bollinger Band, suggesting a possible pullback. However, we are well above the 21-day EMA. If we can close above the 21-day EMA, that's going to be very bullish, and I'd like to see in the next day or two price to rise up above the 50-day moving average. We have to get above this 50-day moving average on the daily if this bullish momentum is going to continue. Pulling out, looking at shorts. Shorts look like they, obviously a ton of them got liquidated. Now they're starting to stack just slightly in the last 4 hours. Let's wait and see how that plays out. If shorts do start to stack, guys, I do believe price is going to continue to go up. If in fact shorts end up reversing course and starting to get liquidated, at that point you're going to want to check your long positions. Long positions are stacking at this point. If we get long positions that continue to stack, and then short positions start and then moving back to the shorts start to get liquidated, then more than likely price is going to end up falling. If, however, shorts continue to stack the way that they are, or the way that they have in the last 4 hours, if they kind of stop falling, at least stop falling, then more than likely you're going to see price continue to the upside, as long as longs don't start to stack at a tremendous rate. And right now, in the last 12 hours, they have started to stack, so we're going to have to keep monitoring that. If longs start to stack at a ridiculous rate, and especially if they start outpacing shorts, because shorts relatively are still stacked high, even though we've had a very decline in the last 48 hours, they're still stacked relatively high. If that reverses course and they start to decline as longs start to go up and continue to go up, I should say, then that's going to be a very bearish indication, and watch out for price to reverse course. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, I certainly would appreciate it if you just mash that like button or that upvote button. I'd just appreciate that, and it lets me know you want me to continue to make these videos. Anyway, guys, until next time, please trade safe. Take care of yourselves. This is Working. Signing out.